Is Viral Vue worth it? This is the question that everyone asks, and honestly, the question that everyone should ask. One of the greatest things about the Amazon Influencer Program is you don't have to spend money to make money. Anyone can do it, there's no risk. So is Viral Vue actually going to help you increase commissions? Is it gonna save you time? Is it worth the investment? Now, I can give you my biased answer and say 100%, but that's not what we're gonna do in this video. We are going to examine the results of a few hundred Viral Vue users and listen to you guys and what you have to say about Viral Vue to determine whether it's worth it or not. This last month, we put out 2 surveys going over how much time the average Viral Vue user saves, how much money they're making, how many videos they have, how many brand deals they've received, and just go over, is Viral Vue worth it for the average Viral Vue user? So let's break it all down. And again, these are not my numbers. These are real Viral Vue users' numbers. And we're going to cover everything so that you know for yourself, is Viral Vue actually worth it? First, I want to address this comment that I got last week that says you have to pay a $40 subscription fee to get Product View. This company and all ones like it should be shut down. So I want you guys to think about that comment and tell me what you think at the end of this video, if you think they are right, or if you think Viral Vue is worth it. Let's dive into it. The survey got 180 responses. Again, every single one of these responses is from a different Viral Vue user. The first question that was asked was, how many videos do you have? This will help you with the rest of the answers to know, where are you at? Are they all beginner? Are they all experienced? And you can see that's actually kind of a big mix. So about 22% of them said 500 to 1,000, 15% said 50 to 100, and the vast majority is between the 100 to 500 mark, and then there's a couple like outliers here. If we scroll down, there's a good amount of people that have well over 1,000, 2,000. So the average of all of these is sitting around 200 to 500. But again, there's a lot of people that have a lot less, a lot of people that literally are just starting and are sitting at 0. A lot of people that are just starting that have less than 50, but again, then there's a good majority that have well over 1,000. So these responses are gonna be all across the board. Let's move on to the next question. How much has Viral Vue improved your commissions? Now the options were no improvement, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, or other. And you'll see there's a good amount of other. We'll dive into those in a little bit, but let's start with no improvement. We're sitting at 1.7%. And that was a total of 3 answers of the 180. Next, we got 22% that said 2x increase, 55 who said 3x increase, 21% that said 4x increase, and then we even have some people who have 5x increased, and then we have all these kind of outliers. And if we just scroll through and look at some of the answers, we got people who are just starting, 5x, still not sure, just started, not 100% sure yet, just started with it, but no doubt it will 4x increase, if not more. So a lot of people who are just starting, not quite sure. I mean, we've got a 10x right here. $160 a month to $650 this month so far. Something crazy, 8x, 5 to 6x. Some people who have basically been using Viral ever since they started, so they're not totally sure. But what we did is we took everyone's answer, and our average is the average user increases their commission by 3x. Meaning if you make $500 a month with Viral Vue, you should make about $1,500 a month. So going back to that first comment about the person saying $40 a month, you can see already where this is going, but let's move on to the next question because there's a lot more to unpack. The next question was, how much time is Viral Vue saving you each month? So we got 2.8% that said no time saved, 16% that said 5 hours, 28% that said 10 hours, and then 32% that said 20 hours. Now let's dive into some of the other options. Easily 20+ hours. I use the free, so I'm unsure. Again, a lot of these people are just starting, so they're not totally sure about the answer. Too soon to tell. Just the generic. A lot of time, I can't imagine how much longer it'd take me without it. Not sure, but more than 20. Usually along with other extensions, so can't isolate an exact amount. I really like this answer. The limit does not exist. And I truly think that this is the actual answer because there are so many tools that Viral Vue does that is actually impossible to do manually. So you truly can't calculate an exact number because without it, there would be stuff that you're not able to do manually. But taking all this into consideration, here's some of the other answers if you want to see what people are saying. Maybe pause. I mean, 40 hours, that's crazy. But taking into account everyone's answer, our average was about 15 hours per Viral Vue user. Imagine what you could do with an extra 15 hours a month and ask yourself, is paying for a software to have an extra 15 hours a month worth it or no? Now let's move on to the next question, which is how many brand deals has Viral Vue helped you land? If you are unfamiliar, Viral Vue has an automated brand deal reach out tool that helps you get an insane amount of products. For me personally, it helps me get too many products where I don't have the capacity to review them all. I have to slow down because I don't have enough time to keep up with how many brand deals I get, because it's simply just so easy. If you also aren't aware, me and my brother actually did a free garage sale where we gave about 20 to 30 grand worth of free products to random people. We had like 500 people show up and we just gave away all the products because we didn't have space in our house. And not only did we do this once, but 6 months later, again, we had too many products, and so we did again. So we've done 2 free garage sales, but let's ask the average user how many brand deals they are getting. So we're at 13% that say none, 16% that say 10 plus, 17% that say 20 plus, 14% that say 50 plus, and 19% that say 100 plus. And then again, we got these outliers here, hard to tell exactly. We got people that say hundreds, 1 so far, yet to explore the paid version. So I will mention that the automation brand deal reach out tool is only part of the paid version. So some of these might be on the free version. So they haven't been able to quite get free products yet. We have some people who are in the UK or Canada, which it's not impossible to get brand deals if that's where you live. It's just a little bit harder, so take that into consideration as well. 1,256 free items since October 24. That is not even a joke, and I 100% believe that. That just shows truly the potential, if you lock in and take this seriously, how many free products you can get. Less than 10, but it hasn't been a focus for me. I really like this answer because every single one of these users has different strategies, different tools that they prefer. And so, for example, this person said none, Canadian problem. There are other tools, other things that they can focus on because brand deals is a little bit trickier. Not impossible, but maybe just not their focus. Where these people, it's a big focus for them, 400, 800, 500. So there is the answers. We plugged in all of these answers. The average Viral Vue user has gotten about 67 free products just by using Viral Vue. Now, what's hard about that number is a lot of these people, again, are just starting. If you took this exact same group and asked them a year later, it would be at least double. And so it's like the longer that you have it, the more brand deals you will get. But between new beginners, people who've been doing it for 2 years, the average is about 67 free products, which let's just say the average product, that's about $1,340, which will cover the cost of Viral Vue for 2 years, just in free products. So really love that a lot of users are taking advantage of the free products. It's personally one of my favorite tools. Next question, have you watched the full Viral Vue crash course on YouTube? I actually really liked the results here, that 70% have seen it, about 22% haven't seen it, and then about 8% don't even know about it. If you don't know about the Viral Vue crash course, it covers not only just all of the tools of Viral Vue, but a lot of different tips and strategies that can really help you scale the program to be a solid side income, if not a full-time income. And the way that I structured this crash course is I made every single video 1 to 2 minutes long. I didn't want it to be super long. So you can sit down and crank the entire course out. And then if you want to learn more about a tool, in the description, there's a video that will dive deeper into that tool with a lot more knowledge about it. But I definitely recommend checking this out. You'll have videos that really stick out to you. You're like, I want to do that. You'll have videos you're like, that's not super applicable to me. And that's great. The cool thing about this is, I mean, all 180 of these people have different strategies, different tools that they prefer, but the end goal is the same. A lot of different ways to get from point A to point B with the Amazon Influencer Program. The next question that we asked was, which features would you like to see added or improved to Viral Vue? We loved going through all of these answers right here. We love seeing the recommendations that you guys have, just so you guys know, here at Viral Vue, we have so much that we want to do, but we prioritize what you guys say. If we get a lot of people that recommend, hey, we want this, that becomes our priority. We have, it's crazy, the list of tools that we want to create. When Trev and I first started Viral Vue, we had like 10, 20 tools that we wanted to do. And that 10 to 20 has turned into literally hundreds of things that we want to do. And we are constantly improving, updating, and making Viral Vue better than ever. So like in a year's time, I can assure you there are going to be some crazy tools that have been implemented by Viral Vue, because I look at where we were a year ago and it's not even comparable. So appreciate you guys' feedback, and we are always trying to improve and develop new tools. The next question was, what is your favorite feature? This was so cool for me to read, and I'll just kind of glance through this so you guys can see what everyone answered to this question. what you'll notice is everyone has a different preference. There are so many tools with Viral Vue. I have my favorite preference. I have my favorite tools. Trev has his favorite tools, and all 180 of these users have different preferences. You'll see a lot of repeat ones, but you will see like it really is hard to pick just one. So absolutely love seeing everyone's answers and which was their favorite tool. Next, we asked what laptop or computer to use. This actually surprised me, the different answers. Everyone is kind of all over the board. This shows that it doesn't really matter what you have. You can have success with the Amazon Influencer Program. Now, if someone were to ask me, which computer should I get? In fact, people do ask me a lot if there is an advantage of using one or the other. The only thing that I would say is don't have a super old computer. Amazon Influencer Program, along with Viral Vue, don't work super well with outdated old school computers. And then my second recommendation, and this isn't necessary, is to use an Apple computer only if you have an Apple iPhone. A lot of people like the strategy of uploading their videos from their phone to their desktop via AirDrop. It's super easy to just select them all and upload them to desktop. A lot of us, and this is including me, I like to upload all my videos to desktop. It makes it easier to tag the parent ASIN, cross-post to UK, Canada, YouTube, all of that. But that doesn't mean that that's the right way. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I know people who will put it in a Google Drive and then go download it there. People that prefer uploading from their phone. But if it was my recommendation, I would say just somewhat, it doesn't need to be brand new, somewhat of a newer laptop. And if you have an iPhone, to make it an Apple. So those are the results from this survey. We actually did another survey, and let's dive into a few answers there just in case you're still wondering, is Viral Vue worth it? So far what we've covered is the average user 3x's their commissions, saves about 15 hours of time a month, and gets about 67 products for free. Now, one of the questions that was asked in this survey is, what is your favorite part about Viral Vue? And I'm just gonna scroll through this and show you guys what the Viral Vue users said is their favorite part about Viral Vue. So I'm just gonna randomly pick some. So this one said, actually being able to see how many influencer videos are on a product. Also, the accept campaigns feature literally made me feel this was actually a doable side hustle. Now, as I'm scrolling through, one thing you will notice is everyone has different preferences. So let's look at some more. This one, I have to pick just one. If that's the case, I pick the entire Viral Vue system. It makes the Amazon Influencer Program so much easier in my opinion. So many features that save time and provide great insights for the best way to optimize the program. Plus the Facebook group and weekly calls have so many resources, and both are absolutely amazing. I love a lot of these responses included the Facebook group and weekly live calls. I think it's something that is overlooked when people are considering the value of Viral Vue. You have a Facebook group that not only Trev and I are very active in answering questions, but that includes all of the Viral Vue users who are there to help and support you. It's super awesome just to see the wins that people have, all of us kind of strategizing, coming together. It's a super awesome group. And then, yeah, we do weekly live calls once a week. Let's go to another one. Literally everything, seriously. But honestly, just the fact that I've been able to auto message sellers on Creator Connection products and be enrolled in campaigns. This gives me humongous boost of income each month and gets me excited about reviews again. I love you guys. We love you too. Let's go to 37. This is a fantastic system that allows me to be much more efficient in my workflow. It takes the important metrics and makes them accessible, whereas being dependent on Amazon for these numbers can be time consuming. I also like that Trevin and Kate are accessible and constantly improving it. When I look at my Creator Connections numbers compared to plain on-site, I don't know if I would be doing Amazon Influencer anymore with Viral Vue. It might not be worth it. I love this comment because I know a lot of people can relate to giving up with the program and feel like it's not worth it anymore. But then as soon as they get Viral Vue, it's like, oh, this just increased my commissions by 3x. Like, I'm gonna definitely keep running with this. All right, this one, I just love how easy it is to use the new weekly newsletter and how you regularly send emails highlighting different features with in-depth tutorials on how to use them. It really makes a difference. I love that someone highlighted the weekly newsletter. This one says, the community most honestly, the extension is amazing, but the people behind it are what is going to make it successful. I love that people are highlighting the community. I think, again, it's a very overlooked thing. 58, the scanning of Halo cells. This feature and the income I'm making from it is going to allow me to go back to being a homeschooling homemaker at age 40. I've been working part-time from school for 6.5 years while homeschooling with a husband who works out of state 4 days a week. With our oldest being a 10th grader, we need more time and I need more sanity, but kids are not cheap these days. Viral Vue coupled with Amazon is allowing me to quit my job to focus on these last handful of years with my kids. Thank you. That is so awesome. I love hearing that. Let's keep going down. Look at this one. The viral scores are my best friend as a Canadian. Again, like there's going to be some people who have advantages in some areas, others who have disadvantages in others areas. And so Canadian, there's still so many tools. If you are out of the US, don't let that be an excuse of you can't have success with the Amazon Influencer Program. All right, let's go down. I mean, and you guys can pause and look at any of these things and see what people are saying. In all honesty, there are just too many things to list. I just recently found out about you and my mind is completely blown on what you have creative to make what we do flow and more efficient and snack opportunities that were once near impossible to reach. What you've created gives me so much hope that I can actually start making money with the content I create for Amazon. Thank you. Let's see. My favorite aspect of Viral Vue is that it offers us everyone a second chance to succeed. It has been extremely beneficial for us. And the engagement on the Facebook group, particularly with Trevor, Trevin's gonna love hearing his name called Trevor, and you, is remarkable. Your responsiveness is amazing. I recently got involved with it and it's phenomenal to have the opportunity to start something new and know that I can expand it depending on the energy and time I invest. Wow, this is really cool. This one says that I can scale my storefront and spend more time with my family. Again, guys, this is what it's all about right there. The 15 hours a month that you can save, or even just how much more money you can make, to be able to put that time into the more important things in life is truly what this is all about. All right, let's do this one and test my translating skills right here. It says, my favorite part about Viral Vue is that it makes it so you don't feel alone. It's a community where you learn, but also where you get supported. They motivate you. They remember that everyone has started from zero. Okay, I'm gonna try and speed this up for these last ones. If you guys wanna read more, you totally can. This one says, honestly, the order history scanner is a total game changer. This one says, Halo sales commissions, getting paid for stuff I didn't review, okay. And messaging says, getting free products, but also find and accept campaigns. How am I to choose a favorite? Being able to see the viral score, knowing if a product has too many videos from other creators, so you don't waste your time putting up yours, and creator connections so I can increase my earnings significantly, choosing products with higher commission. What is there not to love? I love the ease of messaging. The simple way to update and accept creator connections campaigns. I never have time to search them all and I'd be losing money. I love the helpfulness of Trevin and Cade, and I love the community you've created along the way. And let's just pick one last one. Let's go to 150. Accept related campaigns, brand deal tracker, message templates, follow-up feature, bucket feature, all the tools to make product research even easier. Viral score, creator connections, community, automation. So hopefully that has given you a good answer to, is Viral Vue worth it? Let's go back to this question right here. You have to pay a $40 subscription fee to get Product View. This company and all ones like it should be shut down. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Viral Vue worth it? Should it be shut down? The beauty of it is, if you're still not convinced, Viral Vue has a free plan. So you can use Viral Vue for free. And then if you want access to more tools, you can upgrade later. There's no pressure. But as always, guys, Viral Vue is designed to help you work smarter, not harder, or in other words, make more money while working less. And I can truly say that with certainty, not just because I've seen it with my own storefront, because we just dove into hundreds of Viral Vue users and read to you guys their experience. If you've made it this far into the video and have found value in this video, make sure to like. My name is Cade Peterson. I appreciate you guys being here, and we will see you in the next one.